Hey everybody, welcome back. Luke here from the Purple Sales Podcast. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Definitely subscribe. I want to know that all this content is relevant to you and your sales journey. Today I'm going to talk a little bit about tonality. The reason this is on my mind today is I had a call last night with a fellow peer of mine in the high ticket sales industry. He is Australian, I am obviously English, and he was just commenting that as we go after the US market for a new offer that we're working with, we hold a slightly better advantage over the US based sellers because of our natural ability to alter the tone in our language, in the way we speak. And I was just thinking to myself, well, as sellers, we love a sales script. We love to follow a process, follow a structure, follow a script. And I do understand that as you follow these scripts, you can become very, very robotic. I remember in the old days working at IBM, it was very much get the budget, get the authority, get the need, get the timescales. And those conversations can become very automatic and emotionless. And in this digital world, this post-COVID world that we live in, a lot of selling is done over Teams, Google Meet, on these video calls, where just like when you're in person, you can use your body language. Like even now, I'm learning the ways of content creation. I can see my shoulders moving because my hands are moving, and this is helping me express and get my point across. But really, when you're on the phone, it's your tonality, and even to a degree, when you're on a video call, your tonality really needs to come across that you're not just reading off a script. You don't just want this person to sign up for whatever it is they're doing. You care about them. You care about their needs. You want your offer to align with them. If it does, let's crack on and sell this. If it doesn't, let's move on to the next one. And so I was then kind of scanning through some archives, doing a bit of research, and I came across a private session that I was had the fortune to be in about a year ago with Luke Alexander. He runs the Closer Cartel, so definitely check that out. It's a really cool place, a really cool course community when you want to start your high ticket sales journey. And one of the recordings he did with one of his students, as they went through this dummy call, he was physically moving his face. When he was talking about curiosity, he was, even though it was a mock phone call, not a video call, you could see, and it was pointed out to us on the call, that you could see he was really like, oh yes, I'm really curious about, and he's really kind of contorting his face and his facial features in line with what he was saying. Now, he was a very good seller, and you could tell he was the way he worked, he was very curious, he was very good at that tonality. And it just got me thinking when I had this call last night, this throwaway comment from my Australian peer that myself and himself have a great natural tone to our voices, just got me thinking, because the US is a huge market and there's millions and millions of salespeople in the US. So are they all robotic, formulaic, non-emotional, non-tonal beings? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. But is it something that maybe the rest of the sales world perceives of them and they should work on? Perhaps. And yeah, I think as we all continue through our sales journeys and our sales careers, and we work for different brands and offers, we pick up this experience and we pick up different ways of selling, and we become more relaxed maybe when it comes to the scripts that we use. As we get the reps in, we learn these scripts, we learn these structures, and so we don't need to refer to them, and so we can be more natural on the call. Even now, because I'm trying to record something, I'm trying to be a content creator, I find myself trying to somewhere over-express myself to get my point across, to be more engaging. I keep using my hands, even though they're not really in the camera. So I'm learning on the content side of things. Put me on a Teams call, put me on a phone call, put me face to face. I'm very, very comfortable. But again, this is all new to me. And so I'm making the effort now to be more expressive when I talk. So it's all a learning curve. This concept of tonality, not just on a sales call, but making content, talking to your wife, playing with your kids, that got me thinking as well. I've 3 small kids, and obviously when I talk to them, when we play, you're more expressive, you're more enthusiastic. Even if you're having the worst day ever, you come home and your family's there, and you got to pick up your game, you got to pick yourself up and be the husband, the father, the emotional person. And of course, a lot of that is done with your body language, your tone. You don't feel like it, but you know, I'm getting old, my back hurts. Do I really want to get on the floor and play with the Lego? Absolutely. I gotta turn that around. So the point of this very short podcast was really just to convey my musings, what I've been thinking about in the last couple of days as I think about tonality, the way we express ourselves as not just as salespeople, but people in general. And yeah, if you've made it this far in the podcast, I really appreciate it. Please drop me a comment if there's anything I can help you with, be it tonality or anything else. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe you completely disagree with everything I said. I love to hear that as well. I love to get the conversation going. As I say on all these, I'm a much better sales guy than I am a content creator. So I'm learning, and all the feedback is super appreciated. And like I said, if you're looking to kick off your sales career, there are a ton of cool, easy, free resources out there on the internet. I'm pretty sure I mentioned the Closer Cartel. I'm pretty sure they have something free to kick you off with. But again, leave me a comment, drop me an email. I'd love to help you out if there's something I can help you out with. I'm just getting going on my content journey. I've been in sales for over 20 years. My most recent sales experience that I'm currently working on is of a partnership with essentially an online brand, and now a couple of high ticket sales partnerships as well. So we're always evolving, we're always moving from going door to door back in the day to now selling digitally globally. It's been an incredible journey, and long may it continue. And if you're just starting out, you can do this as well. And if you've been in the game for a long time, you've got those transferable skills. You can do it as well. So that's all from me. Hope you enjoyed this short podcast. Please leave me some feedback. My name's Luke, and I'll talk to you soon.